Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here with
Ready?
It is Visa Day 24. August 24th, 2022, Wednesday evening at
6:34.
6:34. It's been a cooler day, overcast. Supposed to get rain all weekend. It'll be okay. Haven't really done much today. I actually slept in. I slept in till 2, which is unlike me. You guys know, okay, normal saga about sleep problems and stuff. And the funny thing is, then I'll call Brad up and I can't sleep. Sometimes he's awake, sometimes he's not, but he doesn't mind coming back. We'll talk for a little bit, and then
Nope, I don't.
I'll get sleepy and I'll drift off to sleep. And he stays until I'm asleep, and then, I don't know why that happens. It just does. It used to not be that way, but it is. So, one of the things we think may be keeping me up is, I drink one of these at night full of hot toasted coconut almond tea, which I love. But it has a lot of caffeine in it. Tea had more caffeine in it than regular coffee. Now, normally, caffeine does not really affect me because I can drink an energy drink and I'll go straight to sleep. That's what happens with a lot of us with ADHD. So I say, oh, well, I don't think that's doing it, but it could be. Plus, I will not allow myself just to go to sleep. Like last night, we were watching what we eat. I don't even remember what we were watching.
60 days in.
60 days in, and I kept falling asleep, but I kept going, why don't you lay down? And I don't remember what I said. I know I said no. No, I'm watching this, or no, I'm not done, or...
Yeah, I don't
I do that all the
was,
time.
yeah.
And then, and then when he goes to bed, then I'm like, twink, So, something we'll need to work on. Who knows? I have not done anything today. Don't really plan on doing much of anything. I thought I was going to go through my fall stuff and get it out, but it's already nighttime, so probably not going to do that. Brad cooked, he cooked chicken in the oven, thighs, and with some barbecue sauce. We had a few french fries with it, and beets, and I don't know what we'll have tonight. I have no clue.
I don't either.
I don't know. We'll have something. Maybe we'll have another salad. I bought spring mix, which is a lot of the darker leafy greens in there. I think it has some baby spinach in it. Very, very good.
Yeah.
I love it when the produce is really fresh. It was excellent. And then we bought the medley grape tomatoes.
Oh, those were so good.
Those are so good right now. This is the perfect time of year for them. Because we bought them like a month or so ago, and they were not near as tasteful.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh. And then the cucumbers were fresh too. Brad makes a heck of a salad. It was so good. He put a few black olives in it. And, we do use blue cheese dressing. I'm not worried about that. My doctor's not worried about that. So, and then Brad had croutons on his.
And then I took some baby dills and cut them up real small.
On yours?
On both of ours.
Oh, no. You used the black olives on mine.
I did both.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Huh. Now I know. So, it was so good, though. And then he had cooked, what kind of fish was it you cooked the day before? Was it tilapia?
No.
No, what was it?
I don't remember.
Was it whitefish? I don't think so.
Didn't like that whitefish.
I didn't either. I'm not buying it anymore.
No. I don't remember if I was thinking it was cod.
It was very good, whatever it was. It was excellent. Charlie really liked it, too. Charlie loves any kind of fish. Let me tell you. That dog, his two favorite meats in the whole world are chicken and fish. Fish first and then chicken. I have not found any kind of fish that he doesn't just love. And if you have fish and you have rice, he wants to climb in your plate. you know. So yeah, I saved a little bit of mine for so he could have some because he just loves it. He doesn't care if there's lemon juice on it either.
Mm.
He'll just, the other dogs are like, if you put lemon juice on it, they'll eat the fish. It's not their favorite, you can tell. But would you put lemon juice on it? Yes, and see, the skunk is starting to appear. But let's see. Oh, and then it's all my friend Leanne's fault. I'll have you guys know this. I blame
Thanks,
her.
Leanne.
No, he's kidding. She bought the cutest little dog bed for her little Sully. Well, I looked and I wanted to get I couldn't really afford that price. Let's just be honest. But I found one very similar to it, made the same way. It's an anxiety bed. And while Jelly Bean is not that much of an anxious dog, I mean, she's hurt my feet on a blanket. I thought she would love this because it's a round circular. It's almost like a donut, and it's got a cushion in the bottom. But this one, I can't show you because I'm on my phone. I'll show you when it comes in. It's got little ears on it and a tail, but it was a good price. I think it was $20. But if she really enjoys it, because she likes to sleep in her little bed for quite a bit at night. So, and that's fine because I worry about hurting her. So, if she likes it, that'll be great. I would like to, in a month or two, get Nixie a bed because she does like to sleep on the floor some, but she's getting old enough. She is 11 and a half, and she's a bigger dog. I mean, she weighs in what, right about 70?
About 60.
No, she weighed 65 before.
Oh, okay.
And she's put on little weight. 60, between 60 and 70 pounds. How about
You're
that?
probably right.
She's a giant schnauzer. But she's getting old enough and stuff. I want her to be comfortable and stuff at night. Charlie's not getting a bed because Charlie has a couch.
And he has a queen size bed.
And he has a queen. He will not sleep anywhere but in that bed with me. He will stay there for hours and cry if you don't let him on that bed. He will have his chin up on the bed looking at you. So pitiful. So, yeah, he doesn't need a bed. But I would like to get Nixie one. We have desperately got to get our eyes checked. I keep telling Brad, you guys see that lately I've been doing my videos without glassware on because I can't see anything worth a darn. My prescription, these are, probably at least 3 years old, maybe 4. I don't know, they're old.
I think we got them in the ghetto trailer.
Yes, we were supposed
probably
to get new ones the first year we lived here.
Yeah.
So these are probably about 4 years old. My prescription has massively changed. I do have stigmatism. These are not bifocals. They were supposed to be, and they are not at all. I actually can get my older prescription, which is about 6 years old, and I see better with it. I probably need to just pull those. I don't really like the lens on those, the shape of the frames, I mean, but who cares? But I'm having so much trouble seeing, and this is just all blurry and stuff. It's just, so yeah, we desperately, hopefully this coming month, but I don't know, because we have to get retagged the Jeep too. It all adds up. And you can say, well, why'd you buy a dog bed? Because I'm that way, okay? I got so excited. I'm so excited. I've never bought a dog bed my whole life. I've made some dog beds. I've never bought one. I bought a cat bed before, but never a dog bed. And I'm excited about that. So, I figure I groom them myself and stuff. So, that kind of, to me, I kind of use a balance scale. Say, I groom them so I save money, and then I buy dog beds so now I'm even. Or like, I do all of our own hair care. So, that saves us money. So then we might buy something else a little more foolish. Whatever you save, a lot of times you equal it with, what you buy. So I can sit here, though, and whine about needing us to get eye exams. And it's not that the glasses themselves are that expensive. We go through Zena. Is it Zena? Zenny? We go through them. We love them. That's the only one we've ever gone through. They have really great prices. So we need to desperately do that. Brad's poor glasses are so bent up that instead of the lens being this way, the lens on the frame is bent this way. So yeah, because it's just it cannot take him wrestling with the big dog. Usually the glasses lose. This is not the first pair of glasses that my husband has bent up beyond repair with a large dog.
Max.
Tandy.
Tandy.
Yes, any large dog Brad loves to wrestle with, right? And the dog loves it too. So, and usually he gets head-butted by the dog. Oh man, the other day Charlie accidentally hit me right in the head. He was loving me up and he does this and he smacks me right here on my nose. Now see, my nose has been broke repeated times by my ex-husband, thank you. So, it's deviated septum and all that stuff. It's something you learn to live with. I don't know if you guys can even tell. Yeah, you can tell. But man, it hit right there and I was waiting for it to bleed. It didn't, but later on that night, and this is too much TMI, there was, an uncomfortable blood clot that did come out. It was, ugh. It was like, oh, I blew my nose and I'm like, oh, because you could feel something's like, man. But anyway, that thing hurt. It gave me a headache clear up into here, just, woof. So, what else? I did order also, Brad found this. Brad collects dragon statues and kind of that mystical stuff is what Brad very much is into. He has swords and stuff. He hadn't had a new statue in a long time, and a lot of the ones he had back in Wyoming got broke. So he found this one. I think it's only $13. It's a dragon, and then it has like an opening on a rock that shows some eggs, and it's real pretty. So I got that for him. And then we did order some decaf tea. I did order some Tentley decaf, just plain black tea. I figure even if I did one tea bag of that and one tea bag of the toasted almond coconut, or maybe in the daytime I'll just have a smaller cup of the coconut. And because one of the reviews I read, I didn't tell you on that Tentley tea, we've never bought that before, but that it's very strong and it's there in round. The tea bag itself is round.
And it doesn't have tags, did it?
No. That's okay. I normally leave my tea bags in. But somebody said that it is really strong, so they instead of using 2 tea bags, they only use 1.
Oh, wow.
So we might try that. So it was a decent price on Amazon. It was a good price compared to the others. So I'm gonna give that a try. I've really been into the hot tea at night. I don't know why. I really never thought I'd become such a fan of tea. In fact, I like the tea so much that's what stopped me. If you guys used to hear me talk about drinking sugar-free hot chocolate, I don't know. It's been 2-3 weeks since I had a cup. In fact, we haven't had to buy any in months because I just don't really drink it. I look forward to that hot tea. It would be even better if it made me drowsy and stuff. Now, with a plain black tea, I could add a bit of lemon if I wanted to, have it taste a little different. I could add, we have different sugar-free syrups and stuff that I could add to it. I have one that's a lovely hazelnut. I have one that's a caramel flavored, and then your normal vanilla. Those are sugar-free. So, could add those. And, or I just drink it. Normally, I will drink it with some creamer and sweetener. So, but if it's a kind of a fruit or anything, I won't add creamer because then it's just too weird for me. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. Scrape together, getting before payday again, you scrape together, because yesterday we had to pick up a prescription and we had to pick up, we got some groceries. We got to clean those tomatoes or those strawberries. When I get done with this, I do need to go in and ride my bike.
Okay.
Now take me 25 minutes.
Okay.
And then I need to come out and maybe I'll do the dishes before I go ride the bike.
Okay.
I don't care if you're in there while I ride the bike.
Okay.
Well,
actually, what I'll probably do is here in a little bit, I'll go get dressed so I can actually go out of the house. And then
Yeah, don't take the trash out in your underoos.
no,
No.
and milk people leave me alone.
No, maybe not.
Who's that weird guy?
You got
But
some smexy legs.
yeah, I'll take the trash out, haul the garbage can to the curb, and then I'll start cleaning those strawberries.
Okay, that'd be great.
Okay.
Um, yeah, we like to get the strawberries cleaned as soon as possible because, you hate to waste produce. These weren't too bad. It wasn't the greatest price ever, but they were 2 for $5. They're 1 pound things, aren't they?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Anyway, you got to have the produce. We don't have to, but it makes when you're looking forward to a good salad or whatever, you know. Um, I'm not sure what I'm going to have tonight. I know I'm going to have strawberries with some sweetener on it. I know that. I might have a bit of yogurt with that. That's why I bought the vanilla yogurt.
Okay.
Yesterday we got a pretty good deal. We've been buying the smaller containers of yogurt because they're flavored, and Brad really enjoys those. And well, I went through that big kick where I was eating yogurt every morning, and now I don't. Now I just have a banana. But I do like to have like some vanilla yogurt and use it like you would Cool Whip. But this is sugar, it's not sugar free, but it's a Dannon Light. So it comes in the 4 packs, and it was 2 for $5. But there was another special that was buy two get one free. So I actually got 12 things of yogurt then for $5. So I can't complain about that.
Remember the other
Isn't
morning?
that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember the other morning when I used the yogurt for our protein shakes?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was not good.
I thought it might be good, and we just didn't care for it. It was like we drank it, but it's like not going to do that again.
No.
But yeah, I'll put the strawberries on top of that, and it's not really different than having it's just fresh strawberries in your yogurt. So probably what I'll have for a sweet treat. There was a fly on my nose. I did not like that. So yeah. Well, I just told you I don't care if you're in there when I ride the exercise bike or not, because we've been married 34 years. We don't really have anything that the other person isn't aware of. you know. So it's amazing. Brad and I were talking this morning, and as long as we've been married and stuff, we're still finding out stuff about each other. It's kind of like Brad can talk about his things he's gone through in his childhood, traumas and stuff, and I can talk about mine, but like when you initially talk about it, then you're like, okay, that was bad, or that was sad or something. But then the longer they talk about it and the longer you learn more stuff, then you realize that, whoa, that was really something else. And, then it kind of clicks, everything falls into place about why your spouse is the way they are about certain things. And I know Brad's that way about me. Now he understands, after being married for so many years, why I am the way I am about the way stuff smells. Basically, I always go on about how good the laundry smells. Clean laundry smells and stuff. And now he knows why. Or why I love fresh bedding so much, So, I mean, when you grow up and you never really had the sense of truly fresh bedding, because it didn't matter if you put clean sheets on this wet mattress. And why was it never thought that maybe you might want to put even a cover over the main stains so the wetness wouldn't seep back up? Because, I mean, imagine you climb into bed and you think, oh, wonderful. And the minute your body, the weight of your body is on, yeah. So, I think that's why the clean bedding is so important to me and stuff. And I still, to this day, always have a mattress cover. Just because I don't want to ruin my mattress. I mean, sometimes I might spill, a whole cup of tea or whatever, So I want a mattress cover.
Well, and remember when we were down in the ghetto trailer and we hadn't had those mattresses for very long, and that's when Nixie was
Mm-hmm.
having issues with the bladder stones,
Mm-hmm.
and she never goes in the house, and she had an accident all over your bed, and if it wasn't for that
She kept being
cover.
real panicky, and we kept letting her outside, and she was squat, and she was really strained, and we didn't know what was going on with her. And then Brad went to bed. I think believed you had to work the next day, and so Brad went to bed, and she was in there with him. I think I had him shut the door because I was going to watch TV out in the front room. And evidently, I don't know if you were in there when it happened or
I
not.
don't remember.
Evidently, she on my bed, and finally, a few stones came out, so she could go to she could eliminate. Because imagine if you got blockage and you can't urinate at all. And so I walk in there and my bed's wet, plus there's blood. Not like a horror scene, but there's blood. And then I found a couple stones, and luckily I had Brad put those in a baggie, and that's what we took to the vet. We took her the very next morning and stuff, and the vet looked at it and like, oh, yeah, that way they could tell what kind of stone. And she had to have emergency surgery that day. They didn't. I mean, they probably had her within surgery within an hour and a half tops. I mean, they cleared their schedule. This dog needed emergency surgery right now. So, she did, and they gave us, was it a gallon bag?
Oh, it was a regular sandwich Ziploc.
Sandwich bag full of the bladder stones. So we
and they
couldn't.
said that wasn't even all.
Yeah, and we could not even believe how many this poor dog had. We had no clue. We had no clue, and those had been developing for a long time. We had to change the type of dog food she ate. We had to change the way that we fed her, even any kind of stuff that was human food and stuff. But she'd done super well. She hadn't had any problems since then. I always still watch, I'm sure you do too, whenever she is going to the bathroom to make sure she's able to, because they didn't know when they did the surgery if she was going to be the type of dog that would have these reoccurring. And I know there's lots of pet owners that do have dogs that have reoccurring issues with this. But we've been lucky she hasn't. That was how many years ago?
Probably three or four.
Yeah. I meant it was springtime.
Yeah.
So, we've been lucky.
Yep.
So, I don't know what made us, talking about mattress covers. But It's amazing. You still find out new things about your spouse, different things they've gone through, just even different memories. And maybe they've shared other memories and then it'll all click, because you'll wonder why your spouse is certain ways about certain things. And maybe it won't make much sense. And you're like, wow, I didn't ever expect them to feel that way or be that way. And then you have to be really accepting, and they have to be able to trust you to tell you more stories. And you're not going to meet somebody and then tell them every aspect of what you've gone through in your life. And I know it sounds funny that you're like, okay, well, I'm in my late 50s, Brad's in his early 60s. We're 4 years apart. And you think, and we grew up in the same area of town even. We just never met. I met his sister. If I'd known he was related to her, I wouldn't have gone out with him seriously. I'm glad I didn't know because, but
but we couldn't be more two different people than we are.
What do you mean?
Me and Kelly.
Oh, yeah. Well, just like if you had met my brother.
Yeah.
But just different things that we've both gone through, And you're like, wow, okay, that makes sense. But what I was going to say is, when you first meet somebody, you're not going to tell them every aspect of your life, everything you've gone through. Even though, like I said, the ages we are, what you've gone through as children still affects you. That's your formative years. And that kind of forms how you feel and how you feel about people and who you can trust, who you can't. And then all the other stuff we've been through the years, it's like, You know, I don't, there's very few people I really trust. I probably, in one hand, can tell you people I absolutely trust. I have some friends that I absolutely trust with my life. We have a few family members that we feel the same way about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the main one is Brad. He's my very best friend in the whole world. He's the love of my life. It's who I've been married to, who I'll always be married to, who, you know, I'll be taking care of him and changing his diaper. Lord help me. When he gets older. Or vice versa, who knows? Maybe we'll have to change each other's.
Ooh,
Ooh.
sounds like a wild evening.
Mm-hmm. What'd you do? Well, we changed it. But, you know, it is what it is, right?
Yep.
We spend a lot of time sitting around yakking.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, that's all we've gotten done today. That's why we've gotten nothing else done today. We've sat around yakking.
Yeah.
In fact, we'll be watching a video together, YouTube, and then we'll have to pause it because we're yakking. So.
Well, and that's the nice thing about as long as we've been together is I know there are things that I do that is not normally characteristic of me.
Right.
And there's things that you do that's not normally characteristic of you, and we can look back at it and say, well, this is what you grew up with, this is what you saw, and that's why you do it. And same thing with
Right.
me.
Right. Exactly.
I'm, I mean, with me, a lot of it is, pretty much since we've been married, I don't know how many times that you've kind of talked to me about sitting on the periphery, because when I was growing up, I was very rarely included with everything.
Right.
I'd sit out on the outside and watch, and
Same way here.
yeah.
And I mean, it's really hard for me to trust people. Super hard.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
same way with you.
Yep.
Like I said. But yeah, that's what we've been doing today. And nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
So Brad's gonna shower or I guess he's gonna go take out uh, trash and stuff because trash pickup is tomorrow and we don't really do morning. So, our morning we're just get a lot of times literally just going to sleep. So, and I'm gonna go do dishes. Then I'm gonna ride the bike because I'll get the dishes done and stuff. So then you'll have a clear thing to clean the strawberries.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's about all we got going. We really need to run a load of laundry, though. Because we got to get the diaper covers done for Jelly Bean.
Yeah.
She's still feeling good. She was kind of, I don't know, she felt kind of off today. She was just kind of rather subdued. I didn't know if she didn't feel good or what stuff. Well, she just needed some extra time with me. She needed a little bit longer of a love up fest. She gets that way. She hasn't been with us that long. And, she's doing really well with, I can be loving up another dog and her at the same time as long as I'm petting her too. And a lot of times she'll be up on my chest or whatever because I'll lean back on the bed to pet the bigger dogs. Or we'll have brushing time. Because I brush Jelly Bean every night because she's got that type of poodle fur. It's not super kinky though. And if I don't brush it, she's going to get mats. And I'm keeping her back and stuff longer. So I brush her, and oh, she's so soft when you get done. But then I don't want the other dogs to feel left out. And Nixie always loves being brushed. And Charlie, I brush him, not that he needs it, but just because he feels left out. So, and then they all got to have a tea. I mean, there's a whole ritual thing here, so.
Well, and you've been doing such a good job on Nixie's facial hair.
Yeah.
Her beard and mustache.
Yeah. I used detangler on her beard and mustache, and a trick to that, instead of spraying it, because no dog likes you to spray stuff, especially around their face, is I'll spray it on the brush, and then I'll use it, but it works really well for getting her mustache and beard combed out. Otherwise, you don't want them to get mats there either. But yeah, It's very important if you have poodle or poodle mix to brush them because they do mat so easily. And I mean, if you get a mat that's pulling on that skin, it'll actually cause even a hematoma. You have to be very careful even when you're grooming them. I will take and gently just hold that mat, and then if she has one, and then slowly work the clippers up under it and stuff to not cause the bruising and stuff or pain. The biggest thing is pain, but
Charlie,
I should have been a vet.
you should have. Charlie hurt me so bad. You were petting him on the head, and I was by his other end, and that tail.
It's just like a whip, man.
Yeah.
That thing can hurt. I mean, you're not ready for it, and you're toying. I mean, he's got me a few on some body parts that was very painful. You know, it's like woo.
Yep.
You know, later you look and you're like, got this bruise, and it looked like somebody whipped you. And it's like, no, that's Charlie. It's Charlie's tail. Charlie's left his mark. Right, Charlie? I see you. Oh, now I just see his butt. He's making a circle.
Okay.
He's behind Brad's chair again. So anyway, that's what we got going on of life and fascinating times of Teresa and Brad Heidi. I got to show you this, so I'm getting out my fall stuff. Leanne got me this last year, remember? When I was in the hospital, and look, the little skulls up here in the flowers.
Isn't that the headband you put on
Jelly?
that we got
Yeah.
that picture of?
Yes. So yeah, I got this out. I saved it, of course. And so I'm like, yes. You know, because now I have much longer hair. But yeah, remember last October, Leanne, when I was in the hospital, you surprised me. And Brad brought this up to the hospital. It came while I was up there, and he brought it up. And it meant so much to me. I was feeling pretty low because, you know, back in the hospital now. And yeah, it was pretty cool. So, getting out the stuff. And Leanne, you're not boring, and I love it that you are making daily vlogs. I like knowing that I'm sitting there with you while you eat your lunch. So don't think that your life is colorless and that you're boring, because I love it. Now, my vlogs are super boring. Y'all are going to have to hear me talk about my dog and whether I got her a dog bed and how I can justify getting her one and la-da-da-da-da. I do not have exciting content. We're just everyday people sharing what goes on. It's like you guys are all our friends. It's like if we were all sitting around having coffee and we're all like, what have you been up to? And what have you been up to? You know, that's what it is.
That's why you don't edit.
And I don't edit because, first off, I never learned how, and I just haven't bothered to. And you guys get just the raw version of us. I mean, yeah, I mean, you get us just how we are. I mean, you know, still hoping. I lost some subscribers recently. Not sure why. But I'm still hoping, because now I'm at 980, and I don't really pay attention to the numbers that much, but I'm still hoping that I will climb. I'm only 21 away from being over 1,000, but I would like to stay there this time. You know, so if any of you guys enjoy my content and you're subscribed to me, maybe you can ask other people that you watch to maybe give me a look. And I'll be happy to give them a look. I enjoy just the everyday vloggers like Leanne and stuff. Now, my other two friends, close friends, Carol and Kathy, don't vlog. That's not their thing. And I understand that. But I do enjoy watching, like, Vivian's van travels or something. Just type in Vivian's. I enjoy the heck out of her. I enjoy Leanne's. I just enjoy down to earth people. I just, you know, I don't usually watch the bigger subscribers because I want just how you are. I don't want the edited version. Now, I have to say Leanne does edit some of hers, and she does it very well, and she does put some funny things in there, you know, which I think is cool. Still hoping one day to get out to California. I would love to spend some time hanging out with Leanne, and I know that her husband Joel and Brad would get along great. Um, you know, one of these days we're gonna be able to save up money and come out. That would be wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I would love that so much. Uh, and then, of course, then to spend time with Brad's dad too. That would be great. Was it this coming weekend that hopefully they'll get to go home?
It was yesterday.
Oh, I wonder if they
So,
got to.
yeah, I told them I'd give them a call about Thursday.
Okay. Okay, hopefully they did. That would be great. So anyway, I better get off here. And I hope you all having a great day. It's hump day. We're just hanging out. See, look, isn't that so cute? I just love it. The little skulls in it. I couldn't remember if they were skulls or eyeballs. I have some black roses that I bought a couple of years ago that have eyeballs in them. That's cute. I actually have them over there. We leave them out year round because that's the type of people we are. It's a mix of mystical dragons and castles and stuff, and then some horror props. I would love to have a new horror head. I was hinting at Brad.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I haven't had a new new head in a long time. Basically, if they're shrunken heads, now it's fake shrunken. It's legal to sell real shrunken heads, but I like those. So anyway, I love you guys. I do cherish your friendship so very much. Do something nice for somebody else, and then do something nice for yourself. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.